Hey besties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bria Breelicious Stitches, and today this vlog is going to be my plans for 2026 crochet projects. So let's get straight into this video. Alright, so I have a lot of things planned, and some of the big ones I wanted to talk about, and maybe you guys can hold me accountable a little bit. If I say them out loud, then they need to come to fruition. So the first thing I want to work on, and I'm just sewing in ends for my temperature blanket hexagons while we do this, but grab your project, grab whatever you're working on. Let's just chat a little bit. The first thing that I want to work on is plushies. I typically steer clear of plushies and Ami unless it's like really big and I can obviously see it. But I think knowing a little bit more of the anatomy of crochet stitches and whatnot, and being better at like counting, I think that I want to give amigurumi another shot. I've said before that I am a lazy crocheter and I don't necessarily like doing anything that's too like tedious, which is still true, but sometimes it's like I don't need to rush it. I feel like I'm always rushing, and so I think if I took my time a little more, make sure I'm counting, don't get too frustrated. If I do get frustrated, take a break, I can successfully do some amigurumi or plushies. Some plushies I definitely want to work on. I want to make me a penguin. Penguins are my favorite animal outside of bunnies. I love penguins and bunnies. And I want to make me a green penguin plushie sometime this year. And then I also want to make me I would like to make a bunny. I've had a bunny pattern since I like very first learned how to crochet. I've had the same bunny pattern, and perhaps I can revisit it because I understand more how to connect the legs. I literally just could not figure out how I was supposed to be connecting them dang on legs to continue. So now that I can firmly grasp that concept, I can try to make the bunny again, and I'm feeling a bit more confident about it. Next month it'll be 2 years since I've learned to crochet, so I think methinks I can work out some plushies. I also want to make a Highland cow. Highland cows are super cute to me. The regular cows are cute too, but Highland cows IRL super cute, super duper cute. So I would like to make a cow, but also a Highland cow plushie. I need to make a shark. I've had the yarn to make a shark for my boyfriend for a while. I just keep forgetting that I need to buy a different size safety eyes for the shark. So once I get those, then I can definitely do that. I already have the pattern, I already have the yarn. So that's the thing. His favorite animal is sharks. Well, he loves sea creatures, but a shark. I also want to make Baymax. Love me some Big Hero 6. I want to make me a big Baymax, and I was telling my boyfriend this, and he also wants a big Baymax. So making us some Baymaxes would be nice. I also want to make a banana. Why? Because my bestie's color of the year is yellow, and I was thinking of a plushie that maybe she could make, and I thought of a banana, and it reminds me, every time I think of a banana or I see like a banana plushie, I think of that Fortnite clip that kept getting shared and people kept doing it when they had a banana skin, and it's like I'm chilling at the Holiday Inn, I'm a banana, won't you peel back my skin? And then they meet up with somebody else that looks like a banana. Don't you feel sorry for me? Please don't you murder me. We are both platanitos. Both of us grow on trees. And that's never not funny to me. So, we talked about it, and we're gonna both make some bananas. So, I'm super excited about that just because it's silly. But I think it'll be really cute as well. So, those are the plushies. And then as far as like amigurumi, just doing things with like maybe like smaller yarn, smaller hooks, more intricate work. Sushi is coming up for me. I have the Crochet Cafe, is that what it's called? Crochet Cafe book, and there's so many things that I was supposed to make for so many people when I got that, but I'm like, Ami's not my thing. So now that I'm gonna try it out, I can revisit that perhaps if I, you know, get better at it. But also I just been looking on Pinterest to see like what is, you know, piquing my interest, and some amigurumi sushi is piquing my interest. Why? I don't know. Other than that, I'm not sure what other amigurumi that I would probably get into. We'll just have to see what comes of it. So the goal is some amigurumi. Next thing is blankets. I've already said for my or maybe I haven't said it, I don't know, child, but for my big blanket of the year, I'm gonna make the Persian tiles blanket, and I'm gonna make it in shades of green. I'm also gonna do it with some other color to kind of make that pop, because I feel like if it was like 6 shades of green, that would be very like, not necessarily ugly, but it would be boring, and you may not be able to see all of the detailing, and that's a very detailed blanket. So I want to do that, and that'll be like my whole year project. Hopefully it doesn't take me the whole year. Once I finally am able to get the yarn from Hobie, then I'll get it. I need to read the pattern to see how much of each color I need, so that I know how much yarn that I need to get from Hobie, because I don't want to have to order from them multiple times and they don't have it or whatever. Like, there's tariffs built into the prices now, and Hobie has never been necessarily affordable. But I need DK weight yarn. That's the gag. The gag is that I need DK weight yarn, and that isn't as readily available and accessible, I feel like, especially in a wide range of colors. But I did find some colors that I like, so I'm just nailing down a color scheme. Other than the Persian tiles blanket, I want to make a Harley Quinn blanket. I've been looking for a pattern or a design that I like for my blanket I'm making for my mom. It's just like a casual, can put anywhere kind of throw blanket, because I made her a Christmas blanket the first year that I was crocheting for Christmas, and she keeps that on the foot of her bed all year long. So I'm like, Mommy, that's Christmas colors. So I want to make her a just casual blanket. I have already picked out the colors, and I seen someone else use those colors, and they added a little like light yellow, so I'm gonna do that. It's like cherry blossom, and then a mix of cherry blossom and like ivory, and then I'll get that light yellow. So I do want to do that Harley Quinn blanket, and then I'll probably make another 6-day star blanket. I have another idea. If I don't end up doing the Persian tiles blanket, I do have another idea, and it's like the granny square blankets that are different size granny squares all on one blanket. I've always wanted to do that. I've had that pattern, or at least the guide for it, for a while. So if I don't end up doing the Persian tile blanket, if it ends up being something that isn't attainable for me to do this year, I can definitely work on the multi granny square blanket in shades of green. I would do shades of green and like cream and stuff like that for that, because I can find it, and it can be a weight 4 yarn. It can be a weight 5 yarn. So that's an idea. Not crochet, but I do want to finger knit a blanket, so that's going to be something that I do as well this year. Finger knit a blanket, even though that's not crochet related, but it is on my list. It's even on my vision board. That is something that I do want to do and will be doing this year. So I had to mention it. The next thing I want to make is the dust bag. I believe I also mentioned that before. I want to make the dust bag in green, and I want to make it relatively soon so it can kind of be my project bag if I make it big enough, sturdy enough. T-shirt yarn is like hard to come by, and I'm trying to not have to buy several small rolls of t-shirt yarn, and I also just kind of don't want to bend on the color. It's gonna be green, but I don't want to do like they always have like a mossy green. I don't want that. I want to like I figured out that I really like a Kelly green, or like that jelly bean yarn right there is kind of like a Kelly green to me. That's kind of the color that I want, and I can only find it on I can't think of the name of that yarn website. And yeah, t-shirt yarn is definitely harder to come by in like a full big roll. If I have to do the small rolls, I will, but I'm trying to avoid it. Either way, I definitely want to make that bag. I think it's really cute. I've seen people style it a couple different ways. I kind of want to like jazz it up, do like a bag charm kind of situation, like a chain on it, and you could put the little charms on it. I can make a couple charms, and I can buy a couple charms. Like, I want to dress it up. I want it to be really cutesy, so I want to do that sooner than later. I'm seeing everyone doing these yarn buying bands, and then I look at my shelf and I'm like, you really don't need no yarn, girl. But it's like, I'm trying to branch out into different fibers and weights this year as well, so I'm definitely doing some stash busting though. That is in the plans. So doing some stash busting, and I think when I do that, it'll be things that I can potentially sell at a market, because I do want to try to do my own market. That has nothing to do with this, but I guess it is a crochet goal, so I thought I'd mention it. Next is coats or jackets or sweaters or cardigans, whatever you want to call them. The Penny Lane coat I have recently discovered, super cute. I definitely want to make. Only certain ones I think are really cute, but they definitely, you know, give me that retro look, and I love that. I do live in Houston, so it's not like I need them urgently. I do want to make one of those. There is a like a long, it's very dramatic, long, it's called Le Favorite Coat, and I don't know how to pronounce the creator's name, but she made it in green, and it's super cute. It reminds me of those like really dramatic lacy ruffly robes that people wear. A lot of women buy those kinds of robes for maternity shoots, and they just are like naked, but they have that kind of like ruffly robe on. I'll insert a picture. I'm inserting a picture of everything, but that crochet coat cardigan kind of reminds me of that, and it's like completely made out of mohair, so I know it'll take me a long time. If it doesn't get done this year, I won't be mad at that, but I definitely want to start, and it may just be one of those things that takes me a really long time, and I'm okay with that. I'm prepared for that. I also want to make more hexagon cardigans, and that's just, I want to make one that's like just random colors, and I kind of want to make one in every color. So whenever I have time, I'll definitely do that as well. Next thing is pants. I started on some shorts last year, never finished them. I think I'm gonna make it into a skirt, but I may still make it into shorts because now I have more knowledge. I think that I can do the shorts, so I may still make them into shorts. I still have the whip. I didn't frog it, so I may still do the shorts. However, pants, I want to make these waffle pants that I've had the pattern for a while, and I love the waffle stitch. I love the waffle stitch. It is a bit of a yarn eater, but I love me some waffle stitch. I don't care. So I want to make those. I saw these pants made with Red Heart granny square yarn, the green and black one. I saw someone make some and they kind of look like scrap yarn pants that way. I saw someone make those and I was going to just recreate them because I'm like, I know exactly what yarn that is and I love that. And I may still do that, but the waffle pants are more important to me of a project. So I'll definitely be working on that. The next thing is a hexagon shirt for my boyfriend. We have, I showed him one last year and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it out of cotton. I gotta figure out how much. This was when I was like really testing cottons to try to see, because I hated Lily Sugar and Cream, but it seemed like that was the bulk of what I could do. And it was at the point where I was not tripping on Hobby Lobby. But since I've gone into Hobby Lobby and tried their yarn, I'm hooked. So I am going to be making it out of I Love This Cotton. I already have some. It's gonna be red and ivory, and I want to match. But I don't think I'm gonna make me a top. I kind of want to make me a dress, and I have two options of the dress. The problem is that most dresses, and these specific dresses, are like lace up the back. I don't mind the back rolls, okay? Let the rolls breathe. I don't care about my rolls being out. But what I do care about is my bra being out, and I can't not wear a bra. I can't not wear a bra. So I have to be able to pick the dress and be able to tweak it so that I can add like just like maybe this thick, just a row of the stitch across the back of the dress that will be covering my bra strap. That's all. Other than those specific projects, I do want to learn how to corner to corner crochet, and I've said before that I find it a little intimidating, but I know that now with a little more knowledge, a little more patience and understanding of the craft, that I can probably corner to corner crochet if I really wanted to. So I am going to attempt. I don't have a project in mind per se for corner to corner crochet, but I do want to learn so that I can eventually one day possibly do a corner to corner blanket for my boyfriend that I wanted to do last year, but I was like, not a single crochet blanket for this man. And it's like I would, but like he's not crying for it. He doesn't know that it exists, so it's not something that I need to rush on. But I think that it would be easier if I corner to corner crocheted it. So that's all that I have for today. I think that's everything. If there's something else that I'm missing, I will definitely clip it later. But that's all that I have. Let me know any projects that you guys have planned for 2026. I know that I'm late and we're already past a week into 2026, but these videos were planned and scheduled, so you get what you get. It is still January. It's still January, so it'll be fine. Let me know any 2026 crochet plans that you have for yourself. Maybe you'll inspire me to do something else. I know I mentioned a lot of things and I may not get them all done, but I completed so much more than I thought that I would have completed last year. So the sky is the limit, honestly. Thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get notified when I do post every hump day now for 2026. Every hump day is the new schedule. Let me know if there's any video ideas that you have that you want to see from me. And I will see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.